how are you feeling, Christian? Would you like to share something? You had 3 sessions with me recently. Would you like to share your experience about that?
Yes, of course. Of course, I would like to. And I can see and hear many of the things that you're sharing here today. I resonate with. Of course, I've known you for a while, so I know the topics that you're talking about, but it always resonates with me, and it feels really good that you are good at presenting things in an easy and understandable manner. So thank you so much for that. Just wanted to tell you. So what we went through the sessions that you and I had, I remember both when you talked about a little bit earlier, this thing with compassion, like we went through something that's called the compassion key. These phrases about letting old beliefs go. We had a visualization, and that was very much about me and my relationship to money. And that was very profound for me, like that visualization, that bodily experience that I had when we went through the first 2 sessions there. So my main challenges was basically money and relationship, in this case to my ex. And now quite some time had passed after our sessions. And what I want to say is that when we started out the first session, already immediately after, I felt this sort of calmness, this sort of groundedness. It's like, it's okay to be here in this shit, in the chaos, in the whatever is going on, because a lot of things were happening at that time. And from that, being able to detach myself from the chaos and from the outcome also, as you've talked about here today, and feeling more safe. So the 2 first sessions in combination made me have that feeling inside of me. And you mentioned a little bit earlier with one of the clients that you've had, or other clients that you had, where I think it was a lady, where she also felt that everything was a little bit all over the place, but that she come to this sort of calmness and being okay with being in it. And that's where I am in terms of money and in terms of the relationship to my ex. And these have been 2 very, very big subjects in the last few months. And now I can see that in my way of relating, if I start with my ex, for example, the way that I'm relating to my ex is with love, it's with caring, it's with, instead of trying to find the faults and trying to find the challenges and trying to make up stories, what she might be thinking, because I know the person, of course, I know her very well. We were together for roughly 8 years. So instead of trying to explain, the story that comes up and trying to explain myself, oh, maybe she's doing this now or that now, just stop, rewrite the story with awareness and be, okay, if she does the thing that she does, I'm supposed to experience it and she's supposed to experience it. It's all okay, back to neutrality. That has helped immensely. And what's happening now is like we have a daughter between us, so we're helping each other way more. And this bitterness, this sourness that I had a tendency to sort of show up with because I knew her from before, suddenly vanished and changed because I started to do this from a loving place. So instead of not being completely honest in some situation, I'm completely honest with her now, saying what I feel and how I feel it. And I learned to put my boundaries up as well and say, it's okay, you have your things today, but I won't take this right now. I think maybe you need to work with that part, and then I will do my own. And then of course I show up, I do the work, so to speak, on myself. So I do some of the things that you and I have been over. I do these, do the visualization, I do the phrases, like I do these things afterwards. I take my responsibility in it. And that is helping immensely. So that it feels really good. It's actually, you can see the results. Maybe they don't come right away because you do need to get out of the experience, of course, that you have just lived. But it comes naturally, slowly, like I'm up spiraling in the, when you talked about the frequency before, I can feel it because I don't have the, how do you say, I don't have the same response any longer. There's something else happening, and I can feel that I'm creating it. And when we talk about the money part, one thing is the more money have come in and more money has gone into savings accounts, which I'm having multiple of, because as you also mentioned, it's important to lay down the groundwork. If you don't have a bank account, it's pretty hard to get money into the bank account. So I've started multiple places to put money in, and it stays there. It doesn't disappear any longer, which is amazing too. And on top of that, I feel calm. And the trust that you have mentioned a few times now is that I trust the universe in what's going to show up, however it's going to show up, because I know personally that I will show up with love. And one thing I do, and I've started to do way more, is to give away more money, not from a sort of scarcity point of view, because I sort of understand, reverse engineer how the universe is working, but I give away with love. So if I see somebody on the street and I have a few extra euros, I'm giving it to the person. I add money to like these, when people are collecting money for some specific things. If I have a few coins, like I do that. Or if I'm going from A to B with a locally here in Portugal, it's either Bolt or Uber or one of these car services. I'm always adding an extra tip because I know that giving away with love is always returned tenfold. And I can see that. And that is actually the action in doing it this way is what makes me feel calm and relaxed, because I know it's really about giving love and allowing it to be received as well. So the last exercise or the last session we had was a lot about letting go as well. We had a long conversation about many things, but I had to go through that. I had to hear myself speak through a lot of it. And the letting go exercise that we did in the end was like, I think I'm good now. Like that sort of feeling that I felt that it's I feel relaxed like in the next steps. And what happened right after, I had signed up for one or two classes regarding wealth creation, nervous system regulation. But what happened is that when I went on to these calls, I went on with a completely different mindset. I'm like, I'm just here. I'm here to receive, but I'm also here to give. So what can I give, and naturally, like then what will come back. That was the mindset that I went into these events with, and I can just see now the tools that I have from those experiences as well is because I chose to have that mindset, that intention for the specific sessions, instead of going in and thinking, oh, like I'm going to show up to this event, but I don't think anything's going to happen. Instead, I go in with the intention. I know something's going to happen. I know this is going to be a breakthrough in one area of my life. And it happened each and every time. And I'm like, this started back from when we started our sessions, because I might have been a little bit in the mindset of all this, and I do understand manifestation. I do understand about mental training. I do understand about human design that I'm all about. But you're really good at connecting it, and you're really good at working on the energetic level. And this is not the first sessions that I've had with you. I've had in the past as well. And there's always some sort of click, a turnaround, new client, money coming, something else that I can see is something that I didn't fully believe before, but now I'm like, I'm down. Universe, bring it on. I'm looking forward to the rest of my life, because I'm sort of in control with being okay with not being in control, as you explained with it might come around in a certain way, or you might get kicked out of your house in a certain way, but it's usually because something else is going to happen for you that you actually initiated yourself. You just don't know the path, and trusting that path now is very, very freeing. It's very relaxing. And I can give a small example. Like a month from now, at the end of May, actually, I would need to move from the place that I'm at right now. and I haven't found a new place, and I'm probably moving actually back to Sweden. And I think in the past I would have freaked out. And right now I am calm as a, I don't know what word to use, but I'm very, very relaxed because I know it's going to show up in the correct way that suits everyone in our so-called family, with my ex and my daughter. It's going to fall into place. The universe just needs a little bit of time to let all the right pieces come together, and I just trust it. So yeah, that's what I want to say about our sessions.
Oh, thank you so much. It's been such an honor to work together with you. You're absolutely amazing.